Big news today, Special Counsel Jack Smith getting smacked with a serious reality check after the Supreme Court delivered a unanimous decision late today, rejecting his politically charged attempt to get Trump on trial by March, the height of campaign season, of course. As Republicans are in the middle of the process of choosing their 2024 candidate, that's what Jack Smith was trying to do, and he got hit hard today. Today's ruling means Trump's appeal of Smith's ridiculous January 6 charges, citing presidential immunity, will have to go through the full appeals process before it very likely does end up before the Supreme Court. All right, for more on this, we're going to bring in Will Scharf, former federal prosecutor who is part of Trump's legal team and worked on this case specifically. Will, good to have you on. We appreciate it. Just give us your reaction to this and what it means.
Yeah, look, Jack Smith attempted to short-circuit the entire appellate process, all with the goal of making sure that President Trump would be on trial at the height of campaign season. There was no valid legal rationale for this case to move at the sort of breakneck pace that the special counsel's office has insisted on. It's purely political. Today, fortunately, the Supreme Court rejected that sort of rationale for expediting this case and unanimously ruled that this case would proceed like any other case through the appellate system as it's set up in our federal court system.
Well, what kind of message does this send to Jack Smith and to those that are trying to take the president down in this very, very clearly political attack we've been seeing from all different angles?
I think the Supreme Court sent a very clear message that it's not going to give Jack Smith any special treatment. He's not going to get any special favors. He's going to have to litigate this case the same way any other case would be litigated. We've raised very serious issues with the way Jack Smith has proceeded with indicting this case, the way that they've prosecuted it thus far. Those issues are going to be mooted in the district court, in the Court of Appeals, in the en-banc Court of Appeals, and then eventually at the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court said today that it would not truncate the entire legal process just to meet the political objective of Jack Smith and the special counsel's office.
Yeah, you know, I mean, even when you take away the idea of presidential immunity, obviously is one of the weapons that you have. But when you just look at the actual fabric of their case, basing this all on insurrection, which is what Jack Smith is, you know, I mean, that's what he wasn't able to do, right? He hasn't been able to bring that charge.
President Trump has never been indicted for insurrection. He's certainly never been convicted for insurrection. I think Jack Smith's case is going to end up being dismissed. I think our arguments on presidential immunity are very strong. We're very confident in those arguments. The important thing to take away from today's decision, though, is that I do not believe this case will proceed to trial at the height of the primary election the way that Jack Smith and the special counsel's office intended. President Trump will get his day in court, but that day will not be anytime soon.
What do you think? You thinking like August? Is it summer? Is it fall? I mean, and what happens if this all ties in right around the election? What does that look like?
I don't want to give away any sort of litigation strategy, but Jack Smith's goal of having this case litigated prior to Election Day was dealt a very, very serious blow today, potentially even a fatal blow.
Okay. Will Scharf, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Rob.